principal bench CAT, we thought that why not because any case in the entire country will be transferred there. So instead of investing in Bangalore and again going to Delhi and then restarting the case there, we felt that we also will go to only Delhi principal bench CAT. Then we decided we consulted the CBMP leaders. Some of the CBMP leaders, not almost all people have agreed initially that we all will go with the 7 CPC fitment formula only. So we were proceeding when we were trying to finalize the application and that is petition and trying to have here and there some changes. We found that one more organization has been taken inside their group, and they also are very shaky about their demand, that is prayer. They are ready for anything. They may ask the 7 CPC fitment formula, but ultimately when it comes for some arguments, they are ready for even 15% or any percentage of according to PRC. So we felt that the same lawyer cannot argue the case of two different prayers. So we have come out of that lawyer and we engaged another lawyer. We are now negotiating with him. We have sent all the documents to him. We are finalizing the petition. Once principal bench CAT is ready to accept the applications physically, because this sort of application will not be taken virtually. So we will definitely file in principal bench New Delhi, and we will pursue the case. Maybe we may have to go till Supreme Court. All of us are ready. From the beginning, we have been telling that it is not possible to, once we win somewhere, other party, the department will go to the appeal. If department is winning, we will go on appeal. Like that, ultimately Supreme Court is the only place where we expect the justice. So that is the position of our, present position of our consent division case. Then we have got very serious complaint about the MRS. Not MRS Prakash Rao. Medical reimbursement scheme. This was some time back. We have brought out the booklets also that is the best treatment, best scheme available in the any PSU. Unfortunately, because of the condition of the BSNL, we have now come to a place or a position that we may not be able to get a single pay from BSNL. They are not able to pay their salary. They are not able to pay electricity bills, water bills. They are not able to clean the toilets in the exchanges. And almost for last 1.5 years, they are not paid to the casual mazdurs, contract laborers. And the pay of the people, even after sending 80,000 people home, they are not able to pay regularly the salary of the existing people. And the existing people are not able to give any service because of the system they have been following all these years, and the staff they are available at their disposal. So how long we can continue with the BSNL? Almost all hospitals, empanel hospitals have stopped the treatment, because their bills are mounting to crores. So ultimately, unless their bills are settled, we will not be getting cashless treatment. They are telling that you pay first and then take the treatment. I will tell you my own personal case. Recently, I had to spend nearly 6 lakhs in a private hospital. I was advocating right from the day I have taken over as General Secretary that we should switch over to CGHS, but I have not done. That has caused me, I have burned my fingers, and I don't want anybody, because we may be thinking that the hospital, that medicine charges are very less, maybe 2,000, 5,000 I can somehow manage and go on submitting the bills, and we will see when it comes. But the problem will be when you are hospitalized, because at the age of 70, 75, 80, we don't know when that necessity will come to be hospitalized. So I request all our members, again repeatedly I am telling, now I have switched over to CGHS already after burning my fingers. So I don't want anybody else to suffer like that. Kindly, at the earliest, switch over to CGHS. You may have to pay the one-time lump sum amount. That also we are trying through Prahlad Joshi and the Minister of Health and our Minister to settle the payment portion between two departments, that is BSNL and CGHS, that is Health Department. Up to that time, many people who have paid the CGHS lump sum amount, they have got back already. Maybe there may be some delay, somehow they are paying that amount. And I came to know that in Andhra Pradesh, nearly from 5 to 6 wellness centers have been started. One advantage in this CGHS card is, it is not like MRS. MRS is limited to your own state. Whereas this CGHS card can be utilized anywhere in the country. Wherever you go, any empanel hospital of CGHS will be giving you cashless treatment. I think this is the best advantage we have got, because people will be moving around to Bangalore, they may go to Chennai, they may go to Hyderabad to stay with their children. When they are having some necessity of going to hospital, they need not struggle at that time. They need not make our people to spend money. So this is my advice, that please don't wait for the BSNL to become profitable and pay your MRS bills. You try to come out of that BSNL and become a card holder of CGHS, which is very, very advantageous throughout the country, and the best hospitals are empaneled in CGHS. Then I want to congratulate Andhra Pradesh for having collected more than 12 lakhs. Am I correct, Prasad? Hello?
Yes, sir.
13.62.
13.62, sorry. Lakhs as COVID fund.
1,058 members, 13.62 lakhs.
Okay. So, we have created another landmark, another history. Last time we collected 40 lakhs for the flood situation last year, which we utilized as a goodwill from our Prahlad Joshi, who was very happy to receive that check, and he announced 40 lakhs from retired people. And that made him to bring Ravi Shankar Prasad, a senior most minister, to his chambers and made him to talk to our people there. Only to that extent it served the purpose. And I am telling you, Prahlad Joshi is such a nice person. We can approach him at any point of time, as long as he is in the cabinet. And I can also assure you, people may be telling so many things. Once you go to court, you cannot have discussion. Officers have told us. But there are occasions where parallelly we can hold talks with the minister once he is willing to talk. He is ready to help. It is not at all a problem. With a promise to them that we will withdraw the case, we can definitely settle our case, even with negotiations. But I am assuring you, as long as we are all here, Raman Kutty or myself or DG or all other office bearers, we will not dilute our issue of fitment formula. We have to get whatever is paid, and that is not only the question of benefit money-wise, it is a permanent solution. The next pay commission, we need not worry whether we will get sitting at home like other central government pensioners. We also will get your revision. Then VRS people, many people have told that they wanted to start a separate group for VRS because we cannot understand their problems. They only know their problems. But we have proved that we can understand their problems better than them. We have taken up the case of provisional pension. The recently formed organization of the officers, that is executives, have declared that we will not take that money. We will wait for 2-3 months and take only regular pension. We don't want provisional pension. But they were the first people to take, and they have told everybody that you take immediately. From that onwards, we have been taking almost all cases pertaining to VRS people. They need not have any doubt about our integrity or the capability of taking up the cases. I can proudly say that we are having the capacity, as our president told just now. We have got that willpower, that wisdom, analysis of the cases, and the way in which it has to be taken. I think nobody can beat us. That is the reason why we are becoming such a big organization. Even the quarters case, many people told that the income tax case of VRS, and we have written letter to minister also that you have assured them that you will be paying in 2 installments, but now it has gone to 3rd one, 4th one, like that. There may not be any value for the letters what we write, but we understand the problems of the VRS comrades, and we try to take up their issue in right earnest way. So please be rest assured that we will take up all your cases. Even initially I was a little against taking up the VRS cases because we were not at all involved in the either agreement or the way in which the orders are issued. But ultimately, we will have to, I will have to change myself and come in line with the demand of the people who have become our VRS members from all executives, non-executives, everywhere. So only thing is, because of the situation for last 6 months, we are not able to go to the houses of the people and get the membership. But it will happen after some time. Now also a lot of people have joined already. But today I came to know from Tamil Nadu, they have crossed 16,000 people. 16,000 is their membership now. 12,000 or 13,000 may be the life members, but the total membership is more than 16,000. Like that, even Karnataka also, we have got a lot of people in who have taken VRS have become our members. E-journal, normally we are the people right from the day we started the journal. We never stopped it for any reason. But this situation where printing is a problem, going to post office is a problem, and delivery is still a problem, that too ordinary posts. So we felt that it is better to, same matter whatever we are trying to accept the life members. We are just bringing out everything that is required to be brought to the notice of our members, and we are trying to inform them without losing much time. Monthly twice we are bringing the e-journal, and whatever letters we have written to the administration, minister, our secretary telecom, secretary pension, we are bringing to the notice of our people so that we don't keep anything with us. And whatever we tell, we do. Whatever we do, we tell people. Then arbitrary reduction of the LPD. The case has been found in the Tamil Nadu. We have taken up earlier also about 3-4 years back with the DOT. DOT initially they have promised that they will try to settle the case because we thought that only Chennai principal CCA is not giving their increment. The case is those who were there as regular Mazdoors or regular Mazdoors are Group D in the 90s. When the new scheme of skill upgradation had to be started, that is phone mechanic for them. In many places there were vacancies. That means because they have to surrender 2 vacancies and one post will be created in the new cadre, phone mechanic cadre. So they have been sent for training after passing the test, and after coming back from the training, if vacancies are not there in some circles, they have been, instead of sending to the same scale, they have put them in the lineman scale. That is, this is 2,500 regular Mazdoor, 3050 is the lineman cadre, lineman scale, and 3200 is the scale of phone mechanic. So they have placed them in 3050, maybe with some increment. And once they are appointed after maybe 1 year or 2 years after, whenever vacancies arise, they have been upgraded to the post of phone mechanic and increment was given. So this is being reduced by CCS at the time of final, because there is no regular check of the service book during the service of any one of us in the BSNL. This problem had come and carried over till the end. And they say they see the service book right from the day one. That is why this problem had come. And we have verified from Karnataka, we are not finding any cases. Varaprasad told in Andhra there are about 78 cases. You will have to find out wherever there is a reduction in the LPD, is it due to those people of the Mazdoors and Group D, that is regular Mazdoors and Group D, who have been promoted as phone mechanics, not able to get the appointment immediately after training. There was some delay, and that delay has been made as a parking scale in the lineman grade, and that has caused this problem. So recently we found a letter which was clarified by Department of Pension to the Postal Department, where they told that before the retirement, they should not go beyond 2 years, 24 months, service book verification. In Postal Department, normally they follow very strictly. Regularly, there will be check of the entries of service book. So for them, it may be suitable. So taking that clue, we have written to Secretary, Department of Pension, asking them to issue a clarification to our DOT also, because DOT is not referring the case to Department of Pension. They themselves are telling that it is not possible to give. So these are the cases what we have been dealing. I think recently there was a case given to me by, it is a case only limited to Vijayawada about the entitlement of the ward. CGHS was giving to everybody, even those who paid 1,20,000 or 80,000, 78,000, only general ward. So we have taken up that case within 1 week or 10 days. We are able to ensure that they all have been called by the CGHS people and they are given the appropriate entitlement of the bed, treatment, indoor treatment. So I am thankful to Andhra Circle Secretary and our Deputy General Secretary, Comrade Varaprasad, Comrade Koteswara and all others whom I am not able to see. I thought that the politicians meeting, we will be able to see all the people at a time, but I'm not able to see that. I am thankful to all of you and wish you all the best on the day of this celebration. Thank you, comrades.
We have done it, and we have grown. We are spread all over the country. We are present in 23 circles today, and we have more than 180 branches. But the pension revision on a regular basis is still our dream, and we are fighting for that. We are struggling for that. Pension revision. Bureaucracy has been against us always. That is our experience during the last 50 years. But whenever bureaucracy was negative, the political leadership used to intervene and do some kind of a justice to us. Now that is also not happening. That is a pathetic situation we are in. The minister is totally negative. He does not listen to reason. He is a law minister. He knows rules. He is supporting the bureaucracy. So the only way before us alternative is only legal fights. Legal fight is a long affair. We know that. But there is no other way. We are on the way. We have won a legal battle sometime back on the pension anomaly. On 16th December 2016, we got the favorable judgment from CAT principal bench. That is not implemented. When there was delay, we went to the court again and filed a contempt of court petition. Immediately, the department went to the High Court, Delhi High Court, and filed an appeal. Then they came and reported to CAT. There is an appeal filed pending in the High Court. And High Court also gave a favorable judgment to us on 23rd January 2020. 2 months' time was given again to the department to implement the order of CAT. That is over on 23rd March. But even today, it is not being implemented. There is scant respect for the justice and the court of justice. So, finding no other way, again we have gone to the principal bench of CAT and filed the contempt of court. It is admitted yesterday. That is the latest information. In September, argument may take place. We are waiting for it. So, knowing all these things, for pension revision also, there is no other way. Therefore, we are going to the court. And medical care is another issue. We are all worried about that. I need not explain all this. Comrades, we cannot take rest. We have achieved something, but still we cannot take rest. We have to cover a long distance. Please remember, nothing has come to us till this time as grace from the government. We struggled and we got everything. We have to struggle for future pension, the regular pension revision system. And nobody else will do that struggle. We ourselves have to do that struggle. Therefore, on this 12th formation day, let us take a pledge to move further unitedly and struggle for our demands. And present gloomy days will also go, no doubt. Clouds of despair will disappear and brightness is waiting for us. Let us go to that bright future united.